Get it, cop.
There you go. Good boy.
This week on Kentucky Afield.
Get him, copper.
Here it is.
We've got a young couple, a dog, and a block of woods filled with squirrels.
There we go.
I think he was slightly holding on.
He just jumped out. Get him, cop.
Next, we're checking out the latest in boat electronics.
It is a lot different than what you had.
Then, we're headed to Otter Creek to catch some trout.
Nice little rainbow.
It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Here we go.
All right.
Such a pretty fish.
Beautiful.
This pond is plumb loaded with frogs.
They're everywhere in here. Yeah, this is a good fish right here. Really good fish.
Come here, girl.
Yeah, boy. That's a big rabbit.
Nice job.
Yes!
Yes! My first muskie. Mercy Leo.
Yeah, look at it. It's a keeper.
There it goes. Boom.
Wow, that happened fast.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. Hey, do you love dogs and are looking for a new reason to get outdoors? Well, maybe you should try squirrel hunting. You know, Chelsea, last time we went fishing, you mentioned that one of your favorite things to do was to squirrel hunt using a dog.
Yes, absolutely. This is Copper. He's about 2.5 years old, and he totally changes the game with squirrel hunting. He sees us put on camouflage, and he's ready to go. He knows what's about to happen.
Last time we were out kayak fishing, it was just you and I. This time you brought your fiance along.
I sure did, yeah.
So it's pretty cool, you know, young couple, and you guys love to hunt and fish together.
Yes, we've really enjoyed being together and getting to experience all this stuff together. And we got this dog 2.5 years ago, and he's been a lot of fun for us to just continue to hang out and learn more about each other.
All right, that sounds pretty promising.
Get him, Copper.
Here it is, setting right here, a fox squirrel.
Yep.
Right here on this little end of this cedar tree here. I believe you can probably get in the spot there and get a good shot.
You hit the branch popping out on there.
There it is. Nice shot.
Thank you.
That's a big old fox squirrel there. Look at you.
Good boy,
Oh
Copper.
man, that dog, they absolutely love that. That's what
Yeah.
he lives for right there.
Leave it.
I'll tell you what, you get about two that size, you got a mess.
Come here, Cop.
Pretty good sized fox squirrel. So if a dog picks up a scent and he knows that a squirrel's went up that tree, when this squirrel changes trees, some of these dogs will move with them.
He might have one now. When they timber out, he's really good about keeping his eye on them. So he's probably one of the better ones we have that can follow that squirrel anywhere.
There you go.
He's bailing out. He's bailing.
Where? Oh,
Up here.
he's up here.
Can we get him?
Yeah, go ahead if you get a shot.
Stay on him, Copper. I think he's still in this one.
Oh, I see.
Climb up there and get him. There we go.
I think he was slightly holding on.
He just jumped out. Get him, Cop.
There we go.
Good boy.
Yeah, that,
Good boy,
that
Copper.
squirrel's bailing out like you hit it and it
Come
was
here.
hanging in there.
Come here, buddy.
He's like, hey, this
Leave
is
it.
mine. I worked hard for this
Good
squirrel.
boy. Good
I
boy.
believe you got it. Nice shot. We got two squirrels, one gray, one fox squirrel. There you go. Nice job.
Good boy.
Nice job.
Good boy,
So
Copper.
I never did see that thing setting. It bailed out before we really got on it, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know what tree it's on. Oh, I see it.
I can see the squirrel, but I don't have an angle on it.
Yeah, I got a pretty good
It's
shot at it.
up that locust tree, that thorn tree, all the way up where it splits. It's on the left-hand branch, probably about 20 feet from there. There you go.
Get it, Cop.
There you go. Good boy.
There we go.
That was a great shot.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Good boy. He looks pretty proud.
You should be proud. That was great. There's a lot of squirrels in here, man. Chelsea, now how much were you into hunting before you two started dating?
Not much. I mean, I've always been into shooting guns and stuff with my dad because he's in law enforcement. I think I went deer hunting and maybe squirrel hunting with him once or twice when I was a kid, but I was so big into sports, never really big time hunters until meeting with Jordan, and then that's just kind of like our thing to do.
I know some young couples that do hunt a lot together, and they all seem like they have great relationships, because when you get to do something that you really enjoy doing with someone you really enjoy doing it around, it just makes for a special bond, you know? This dog is adamant that it's on this tree, and you can look at this tree and see holes all over it.
Definitely a good place to hide out.
I'm sure that in the couple years you guys have been hunting together, she's probably taught you a thing or two, though.
A lot of patience.
Yeah.
Taught me patience and, you know, taking a step back to when I was in her shoes, learning the ropes. So, you know, kind of coaching her through stuff and teaching her all the stuff that I learned growing up.
They say the absolute best way to learn something is to teach it, right?
It is.
And if you think you know something really well, when you teach it and you start explaining to someone why you do certain things you do, it makes you look at it from fresh new eyes. So I'm sure that's been a really cool situation for you, even though you've been hunting all your entire life.
Get on the tree.
That sounds promising. I tell you what, I bet when these squirrels run in there and jump in these cedar trees like this, it works 100% of the time, most of the time.
Right there, see it?
I think I see a tail, but
Oh, I think I see it. Oh yeah, I see it. Right there in it's within the last 6 or 7 feet of the top of that tree.
oh yeah.
You got a shot?
No, too many branches.
Here, Chelsea. Use this.
I don't know if I can get him with a shotgun.
Squeeze the trigger.
We've got the squirrel up here, we've seen it, but we can't get a really clean headshot. Only way to get it out is his shotgun.
Hey, be ready.
Oh, you already got the shotgun.
Okay, well.
We got faith in you.
Here it comes.
Get him, Cop. Good boy, Copper.
I knew after he got on the ground that we were going to see a little shake going on.
I tell you what, that joker went to the very tallest part of that cedar tree. Yeah. Just said, hey, I'm gonna hang out right here, and you ain't gonna get me, but
No, he was hanging pretty tight.
it was wrong. That's why Jordan carried that shotgun the entire time,
Yeah,
just
thank
for
goodness.
that situation. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed just hanging out with you guys in the woods today.
Yeah, us too.
You know, you really have a very unique relationship, not only with the dog, but with one another, where you can get out and you can do this type of thing together. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we really enjoy it, and we hope to be able to do this for several more years.
Well, thanks again. Hey, the dog is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's looking up. He's still young.
We're out here today with Wes Little, who's the migratory bird program biologist, and we're talking about hunter access. Tell me a little bit about what the department's doing to increase access for dove fields.
Sure, so this program is called the Cooperative Dove Field Program, and what that is that it's private landowners who offer a public lease. They plant the field, we lease the crop from them. We'll pay them to plant it, and we'll pay them a lease. They offer public dove hunting for the first segment of dove season, which is September 1st through October 26th.
This field's been in this program for quite some time, it's obviously working for this landowner or this farmer. Tell me a little bit about what the benefits are to a farmer who has land for dove hunting.
Right, so planting a dove field is not cheap, so we pay you a good price to plant this field. We will pay $300 an acre if you will plant up to 30 acres. There is a minimum of 10 acres. So up to 30 acres, you can get $300 an acre, that's $9,000. And then we lease up to 40 acres at $25 an acre, so that's be an additional $1,000 for a total of $10,000 per contract.
If you have the piece of property and you're willing to put in the plot, you can make up to $10,000 to allow dove hunters on your property.
That's right. Farmers are always looking for a way to make a little bit more money. This is just one other option for them. We try to provide enough money to make it feasible enough for them to offer public hunting.
So what else are you looking for, and what's a great piece of property for you guys?
Farms that are close to urban centers that hold our dove hunters that don't have access to a field. We're looking for flat ground that's croppable, and we're looking for landowners who have cropping experience. So when you find those three together, that's the perfect scenario to get into this program.
How do you find out more if you're a landowner interested in this?
So you can always contact me directly at wes.little@ky.gov, And we also have biologists in the field. You can go to our website, you click the Maps tab from our homepage, hit the Other Maps button, and it will show the private lands biologist maps, and you can contact them directly and they will set up a visit and learn more about the program and discuss what you can offer for dove hunters in Kentucky.
I'll tell you what, it's been a great program. It's been around for a long time. I've hunted this dove field for numerous years, and I really appreciate all the work you guys are putting in. Hopefully more farmers sign up. It's a great way to make a little extra money, and it's a great way to get people interested in dove hunting.
Absolutely. In my opinion, everybody's got their own opinion, but this is one of the best programs that we offer as Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. So I hope that this can reach out to somebody, and if it's for you, give me a call.
I got it. For many anglers, winter is the time of year that they make updates and improvements to their boat. In fact, I just did that myself. Today we're down here in Marshall County, and I'm here with Matt Quinn of High Tech Outdoors. Matt, every time I walk in this store, I learn so much about new boat technologies, and that really is kind of your niche market, isn't it?
It is. It's been 10 years. This is our 10th anniversary here, right below Draftonville here in Marshall County, and we've had an expansion that's been great, but it's really been driven based off of the marine electronics industry.
When you talk about marine electronics, my boat is a 2014. And I brought my boat down here today, and it has the original trolling motor and the original electronics, which at the time was about as good as you could put on one. Not today. Well, Matt, here is the electronics that came on this boat quite a few years ago. They've served me pretty well, but I've been in some newer boats, and this is old school now.
It looks like it's time for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad, good morning. I think we got you taken care of here.
Well, I immediately noticed the boat looks a little different.
Your boat does look a lot different. The mounting from Precision Sonar is up here on your bow as well as your console. You got a brand new Minn Kota trolling motor, the Ultrex model that has iPilot Link. The foot pedal looks a lot different inside this footwell. It is a lot different than what you had.
I'm gonna be dancing on the other foot now, aren't I?
You are. The switch is actually on the other side here, but you have all your controls here. You'll have your spot lock feature right here on the trolling motor pedal. You'll be able to turn that on and off. It's totally integrated with your unit here now.
So we've elected to go with the push button as opposed to the touchscreen. I am a wintertime guy. A lot of times I'm wearing light gloves, or I'm wearing even sometimes bigger gloves. The push button for the style of fishing that I do is going to work.
It's very important, you know. So one of the biggest things that you're going to learn about this system is because you have a unit at the console and you have one at the front, you have to get out of the habit of just driving the boat to a spot, dropping your trolling motor down, and then starting to fish that spot. Now you're going to actually drive to that spot, navigate to where you find fish, and this unit's going to basically show us right where those fish are.
You hit spot lock, you fish that spot, and if it's not happening, you go find fish again, right?
That's right. You want to locate those fish and fish those fish after you found them.
I noticed that you've already also put screen protectors on these as well, so tell me a little bit about that.
That graph glass is going to help protect this investment. We've got a lot of money invested here. That's how we can protect that investment.
I noticed that you've already loaded some presets on there for me. Tell me a little bit about that.
We actually go through and configure these units to optimize what they're going to be using. Lake Master charting is probably the best that we have in our area. It gives us the ability to color regions of the lake and be able to break down that lake. We can actually say, put 14 feet as our color highlight for green, and all of a sudden it shows all of the water at 14 feet for us.
So if I'm in a situation where I'm used to catching fish at a certain level and the lake is 10 feet up, I can make those adjustments and changes on my graph to where it shows me the depth based on the water level being 10 feet up. The next thing is, obviously everything when I leave today is going to be working great, and all of a sudden 2 months down the road, 3 months down the road, if I run into an issue, what's the number one thing for me to remember to do to these units?
I believe everybody should do updates, and the reason for that is the manufacturers are always continually trying to improve their product. They're adding features, and they're also trying to improve that product.
This trolling motor also could need updates, correct?
That's right. It's kind of a unique thing. You can actually run on your smartphone device the actual trolling motor. It communicates over the Bluetooth system.
Wow.
So it's a really neat option. If you lose your remote or your foot pedal's not working and you broke a cable on it, you still be able to operate that trolling motor.
So there's an app that I need to go on Minn Kota and download, and then using Bluetooth, find the trolling motor, and then I can configure it where I can operate it through my cell phone.
That's correct. You'll be able to turn it left, right, turn it at whatever speed you want to run. You want to put it in autopilot mode or spot lock, it'll do it.
It'll do that all from the cell phone.
Yep.
That is amazing. Hey, I am super excited to get this boat on the water, and the spot lock feature is something that I have been wanting for a long time. I can highlight shallow water. I can also change the water level using the Lake Master. Those are all great safety features. I now have a heads-up display that's going to be more safety. There's also a safety feature on the back of the boat that you've added.
That's right. We've added the leash to the system, and well, let's go and take a look at it.
Let's take a look.
This is a fantastic safety feature that we've been putting on boats for several years now. The leash is basically a way of not allowing this motor to get kicked up if you hit an obstruction in the water and flip up in your boat.
This is essentially like seatbelt and airbags all combined for a boat. I mean, obviously it's not going to keep you from flying on the boat, but it is going to keep this engine from coming up and literally crushing. Or who wants a 500-pound hot piece of stainless steel running round and round, sitting right next to them in a boat?
One of the best features that you can add to your boat is this leash. And really, I recommend it for everyone.
Well, thank you so much. I tell you what, you've taught me a ton. I always learn a lot when I come down here, and I feel like my boat is better prepared, not only to fish, but also safety.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to learn more about all the new boat technologies available, make sure you check us out and get the full segment on YouTube. Search for Kentucky Afield and find out why we made the decisions we made. Now, let's head to Otter Creek in search of trout. So George, we're here in Meade County at Otter Creek Outdoor Recreational Area, and man, there's opportunities, so many things here.
There are.
You can camp, hike, fish, hunt. Today, we're fly fishing, because you happen to be president of the Derby City Fly Fishermen.
I am.
So how long have you been fly fishing out here?
I've been fly fishing here at Otter Creek probably about 10 years.
We are, I mean, literally right on the edge of the city of Louisville and a lot of people who live in southern Indiana. And this is an opportunity to come and fish year-round, but in the wintertime, it's a great place to go catch trout.
It is. They stock trout in the wintertime from October through April 1st.
Today, I noticed you have a little, looks like a catalpa pattern. Is that what you're going to start throwing today?
I am. Yeah, it's a modification of a mop fly, and it's on a jig hook. We really do well with that.
Okay.
Not only for trout, but for bluegill and you name it.
Well, let's go give it a try and see what we can catch. What do you think?
Sounds good. Super important to have a good dead drift.
So I want to keep
your line above it.
Yeah.
That way, it's the first thing that's going down is your strike indicator and your fly.
Gotcha. Okay.
But, you know, that's a good drift. I mean, that's probably the single most important thing, the good dead drift. Because you want it to act like something is naturally floating downstream,
not being
as
pulled.
if it was a bug. Yeah.
Well, what the heck? Look at that.
What is it?
This has to be the smallest fish ever caught on camera. I'm like, man, that bait looks natural. Look at that. Have you ever seen something that small caught?
I have not.
Success. We will not go home skunked today. We have a fish.
I'll tell you what, these are the good days to fish, though. I love fishing on a 50-degree day in the wintertime.
Oh,
a little overcast.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice little rainbow.
Caught it on that catalpa, huh?
Yep.
Here we go.
All right. Fish on.
Got one. Little rainbow.
That's like 1,000 times bigger than your first fish.
Hey, if the next one's 1,000 times bigger, we really got something. Beautiful little rainbow trout.
I fish barbless. Not only is it a little easier on the fish and getting the hook out, but it's a lot easier getting out of your hand and your clothes.
Oh yeah, you've got a honey hole.
I'll let you come down here, Chad, and give it a shot.
I'm enjoying watching you get after them. Here we go. Oh, we got to look at that thing jumping.
There we go.
I tell you what, I love watching them jump
Done like
that.
a pro.
Yeah, look at this joker. Going upstream.
See, I think that was worth bites that you had over there.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
Good thing my rain jacket's in the car.
I bet it's dry.
It's dry, nice and dry. So did you switch to the catalpa?
I did.
Yeah.
There's almost nothing more beautiful than the fish jumping in the stream like that. This is a 9-inch fish, slippery as can be. From the bridge to the river, how far do we have here?
Oh, you got quite a few miles. But to Blue Hole, which is the last place that they stock, which is the easily accessed by us fishers, it's probably about 2 miles.
Okay.
From here to Blue Hole is about 2 miles.
So you really
easily can walk and wade the whole thing if you wanted to in a day and walk back.
So you can really spread out and get some fish. There's always a spot down here to get to where you can fish.
And sometimes preferably we like to go to those spots that people don't want to go to because it's a little bit out and you don't see anybody. There's some wonderful water down there.
The last couple of years, Derby City fly fishermen have also worked with the department to put trophy-size fish in here.
We did. This is a nice fish. It's about 16 inches. The trophy stocking actually gets this size and bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
Very nice fish. I think we walk down and check out some more spots in the creek. What do you think?
That'd be great.
You didn't even start fly fishing
No.
until how many years ago?
Oh, 10, 11, 12, something like that.
And now you're spending, your weekends and your week-long vacations and trips revolve around fishing, fly fishing.
Yeah, they do. My wife goes to Florida with my boys on her vacations, and I go fly fishing.
You got a good one there? There you go.
They're all good.
They are all good. So for someone who wants to get into fly fishing, and someone who thinks, you know what, I've seen it on TV, I have a family member that's done it before, where do you start?
I'll tell you what, any place you could regularly fish, you can fly fish. I always tell people the best place is in your farm pond. Little pond behind your house, little creek behind your house, little lake somewhere, the state-owned lakes, the parks. Then of course you've got streams like this. But to get started, you can go fly fish on a pond. It's fantastic. Bluegill fishing, and nothing better, catching a bluegill on top water with a fly rod.
I mean, that's a really good fish. Is that the fish of the day?
I don't think he's the fish of the day, but it's a pretty nice fish.
I'd say it's 15 inches. You say your other one was 16, right?
Yeah, this is probably close.
That is a beautiful fish. Nice job. I have found the school of the exact same size, but on a fly rod, even catching these 8-inch fish is a blast. And what's option B in the middle of December? Sit on the couch?
I'd rather not.
I'll take this. I'll tell you what, if you like to fish and you live anywhere near Louisville and the surrounding counties and you haven't tried fly fishing here at Otter Creek, you're really missing out. Beautiful scenery. It'll take you so far outside of the city limits, but yet be so close. Absolute blast. Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Gretchen Teagarden got this nice 8-point buck by rattling and grunting. This deer was taken in Bracken County. Check out the smile on 5-year-old Race Wilson while he shows us his first deer taken using a 30-30 rifle. Nice job. Here we have a nice 9-point buck taken by Blake Cheney. Nice job. Check out the impressive inside width of this nice buck taken by Cole Cheney. This is a nice 10-pointer that was taken in Boyd County, Kentucky. Here we have Owen Doyle, who caught this nice white bass while fishing with his papaw in Barren River Lake. Here we have Brett Cheney with an impressive 11-point buck that was taken in Boyd County. He was hunting with his brother Blake and his dad. Nice job. Here we have 14-year-old Drake Grawer with a nice catfish that he caught while fishing with his papaw. Looking for some outdoor fun? Well, I've been getting some great crappie reports. Pick up a rod and reel and hit the bank or hit the water. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.